In this video, we'll continue with rational numbers and we are in exercise 1.3. We are already done till question number 3 of 1.3. Now we will see the question number 4, 5 and 7 of 1.3. So we first start with question number 4. It is find the multiplicative inverse of the following. So once we see this thing over here, that now a multiplicative inverse is nothing but the reciprocal of the number. So if the number is a, the multiplicative inverse of this will be 1 upon a. Okay, it's a simple thing that the reciprocal is the multiplicative inverse. See, we can easily note this thing, inverse of multiplication is division. So if I am multiplying a number, if I am asked to do the inverse of it, means I am going to divide. That means that a, which is multiplied, here I am going to divide. So it is 1. So accordingly, we have the following questions and accordingly we will be solving those one by one. Right, so first thing is exercise 1.3, the fourth one, first 12. So multiplicative inverse is equals to 1 upon 12. Second, it's 2 upon 3. So inverse is equals to 3 upon 2. Just the reciprocal. Okay, it's very simple. The third part is minus 4 upon 7. So inverse will be equal to 7 upon minus 4. You can also write minus 7 upon 4. It doesn't make any difference. Minus is going to be there. And we take the fourth one. The fourth one is minus 3 upon 8 into minus 7 upon 13. So we know over here it is this way, that we need to first multiply these numbers so that we can get this particular value of this fraction in a proper manner. So that will be minus into minus is plus, so it is 21, and 13 into 8 will be okay, sorry, 104, 30 is 1. Okay, and so the inverse will be equal to 104 upon 21. Now this being a improper fraction, you need to divide it. So we know it will be 21 fours are 20 upon 21. This will be the final answer. Okay, that is multiplicative inverse. Question 4 was done this way. Now we see question number 5. Using the appropriate properties of operation of rational numbers, evaluate the following. So you are going to evaluate a certain quantity which is given to you, the fractions which are given to you. So we'll take it one by one. Question 5, first one. It is 2 upon 5 into minus 3 upon 7 minus 1 upon 14 minus 3 upon 7 into 3 upon 5. So we know that we are going to do the multiplications first. Okay, so we'll multiply this part first, this part first. We will be using the BODMAS formula over here. The BODMAS is bracket of division, multiplication, addition and subtraction. So we can know that the multiplication has to be done first and then the subtraction. So accordingly, you will be having the number over here as minus 6 upon 35 minus 1 upon 14, and this will be minus 9 upon 35. Got it? This part over here, this much is minus 9 upon 35. This much part over here is minus 6 upon minus 35, and this is over here. So accordingly, what we get is that the LCM is going to be, we can take it as 70. So 70 will be the LCM. So this has to be multiplied by 2, so it is minus 12. This will be multiplied by 5, so it will be minus 5, and this will be multiplied by 2, so 18. So it will be 30 and 5, so it will be minus 35 upon 70, that is 1 upon 2. So answer is minus 1 upon 2 as the final answer of this question. Did you understand this? Now each and everything you have to understand properly, that over here, first of all, what we did was we used board mass. We understood that multiplication comes first. You cannot do this thing first. You cannot do these things first. Okay? If you do this thing, you get wrong answer. You have to first multiply this two, get the answers, and then you can see all of them are in subtraction. So you're going to do all of them together. Okay? Yes, here you can take this 2 first, find out the answer, and then take 2. That's okay. That is a different issue. But here, you cannot do without the multiplication doing first. The next one is sum number 2. We got over here 8 upon 9 into 4 upon 5 plus 5 upon 6 minus 9 upon 5 into 8 upon 9. Again the same way, we are going to take this 2 first, this 2 next, and then this one. So it will be 8 into 32 upon 45 plus 5 upon 6 minus 72 upon 45. Okay, so this gives you the numbers like this. Now you can take this 2 first. So it will be, why I'm taking this 2 first, because this is not getting a direct, I'm just giving an example that how you can do it separately also. So you can take this 2 first. So it will be 32 upon 45 minus 72 upon 45 plus 5 upon 6. Now this, the combination of this 2 over here will give me as 45, and this is 32 minus 72 plus 5 upon 6. This gives me as minus 40 upon 45 plus 5 upon 6. Now with this thing, I can see that I can do the cancellation over here, 8za, and this will be 9za. So it will be minus 8 upon 9 plus 5 upon 6. Take the LCM over here, LCM will be 18. So this will be equal to 18, and here it will be minus 16 plus 15. So it will be minus 1 upon 18 as the final answer. Okay, so the final answer to this is minus 1 upon 18. Okay, the next one we see is sum number 3. In sum number 3, we have got minus 3 upon 7 into 14 upon 15 into 7 upon 12 into minus 30 upon 35. Since everything is in multiplication, you can do cancellations whatever you want over here. So here 7 and 7 gets cancelled. This 7 2s are, this is 7 5s are, then 15 2s are, so minus 2 over here, and then you have got over here 3 minus 1s, and this will be 4s are. So here 2s are and 2s are, and here 2s are and minus 1s are. So you can see that everything is getting cancelled one after the other. So accordingly, we have over here as the answer, I have got minus 1 over here and minus 1 over here. So minus into minus is plus, so it is plus 1, and nothing here, nothing here, nothing here, and here over here. So the answer is 1 upon 5. You can do it in piecemeal basis also. If you are not comfortable with cancelling everything together, you can always do in parts. Not an issue. You can always do it in parts, not a problem at all. You can also multiply everything and divide everything, but it is not advisable to multiply such big numbers. So it is always better to do the cancellation. It's very easy to cancel also. The answer is 1 upon 5. So this gives you answer for 1 upon 5. Now we have got the question number 7. 6 has been cancelled from the school. So 7th one has got 5 fill in the blanks. Now the filling the blanks are going to be important for you, considering that it clears your concepts. Normally they don't ask you filling the blanks in maths, especially in the 8th standard. But it is better that you know this thing so your concepts are clearer. So according to that, the first question is that the question over here is the reciprocal of 0 is. So the first is seventh one. Reciprocal of 0 is dash. Now over here you can see that when I divide, so this is going to be something like, if this is nothing but 0 upon 1, then it will be reciprocal will be 1 upon 0. But when I divide anything with 0, it becomes infinity. Infinity is nothing but not defined. You cannot define the value, so it is called not defined. Okay, hence the answer to this will be, the answer over here will be not defined, because it is going to be 1 divided by 0. Anything divided by 0 gives you a very large number. That large number is such that it cannot be defined. In a way we can call it as infinity, but we don't use the word infinity in math so easily. That's why we call it as not defined. The next is the number dash and dash are their own reciprocal. So if I tell you that a number is a reciprocal of this thing, then I can see that if I write 1, what is the reciprocal of 1? Again 1. What is the minus 1 reciprocal? Minus 1. So you can see the reciprocal of 1 and minus 1 is the number itself. So that's the answer for the second one. So the second one answer is, filling the blanks, 1 is 1 and it is minus 1. So 1 and minus 1 are the answers for the filling the blanks number 2. Next is, if y is the reciprocal of x, so it is given to you that the reciprocal of x, so it is given that third one is reciprocal of x is equals to y. Okay, then reciprocal of y square in terms of x will be how? So if I square this thing, so if the so 1 upon x square will be equal to y square. So what will be the reciprocal of this? So 1 upon y square will be equal to x square. So the answer is x square. Okay, the answer to the third one is x square. So x square is the reciprocal of y square. The fourth one, the product of a non-zero rational number and its reciprocal is what? So it is given to you that if a non-zero number, so let's take a non-zero number is 5, and what will be its reciprocal? 1 upon 5. What will be the product of this thing? It is nothing going to be 1. So if I take a into 1 upon a will be equal to 1. So the answer is 1. So the product of non-zero rational number and its reciprocal is 1. Finally, the last question of this exercise, the reciprocal of a negative rational number is what? So if I have got a negative rational number, so negative rational number is minus a, then the reciprocal is 1 upon minus a. So it is, you can see that it still is a negative number. So a reciprocal of a negative rational number is a negative rational number. Okay, so the reciprocal of a negative rational number will be another negative rational number. Okay, so that was the exercise 1.3. Now we go to the exercise 1.4. In 1.4 they have given you about division of rational number. So rational number are going to be divided in this particular exercise. Okay, so we have over here the first one as, find the value of the following. So exercise 1.4, find the value of the following. So it is this way, that it is minus 3 upon 7 divided by 4. Now in case of division, we need to remember that when I am dividing, I am going to take the multiplicative inverse of 4 over here. So it basically means that minus 3 upon 7 into 1 upon 4. Because what is division? Nothing but multiplicative inverse of the number. So multiplicative inverse of 4 is what? 1 upon 4. See, in the last exercise we learned what was multiplicative inverse. We just said multiplicative inverse is nothing but the reciprocal of that number. So when I am dividing, what I am actually doing, I am doing multiplicative inverse. So here it becomes, divide by 4 becomes multiplicative inverse of 4. So that's why it is minus 3 upon 7. That will give me the answer as minus 3 upon 28 as my answer. We go to the next question as 5 upon 8 divided by minus 4 upon 9. Let's mix it as 32 plus 5, 37 upon 8 into 9 upon minus 4. Okay. So this gives me as 9 sevens are 63 and 6, 27, 27, 33 upon minus 32. Okay, 333 upon 32. So again, we'll take the answer will be in the form of a mixed fraction. So it will be minus, and it will be, this will be tens are will be 320. So tens are 320. So the remaining will be 13 upon 32. So answer will be minus 10, 13 upon 32 as the final answer. Next one is question number 3. Okay, the question goes minus 8 upon 9 divided by minus 3 upon 5. So minus 8 upon 9 divided by minus 3 upon 5. So that makes it minus 8 upon 9 into 5 upon minus 3. You cannot cancel anything over here, so it's just minus 40 upon 27 minus. So minus and minus gets cancelled. It is 40 upon 27, which is nothing but 113 upon 27. That's the answer for the first question. Now we move on to question number 2. Now question number 2 states, state whether the following statement is true or false. So basically you are just going to find out whether the LHS is equals to RHS or not. So the first question is, it's minus 9 upon 13 divided by 2 upon 7 is rational. You just need to know whether it is a rational number or not. So when I take this thing, it is nothing but minus 9 upon 13 into 7 upon 2. So that will be minus 63 upon 26. So this gives you the answer. So the first part, you can see it's a rational number because it is not going to be fine. So here you can see it's a normal fraction over here, so that's why it is rational number. This is not an imaginary number like root of something, so it is a rational number. The second one is over here. Minus 3 upon 4 divided by (5 upon 9) divided by minus 4 upon 11 is equals to minus 3 upon 5 divided by 5 upon 9 divided by 4 upon 11. You just need to try to find out whether this is going to be true or false. So first of all, we'll take it as LHS. We get it as minus 3 upon 4 divided by, now first the brackets has to be open. So 5 upon 9 into 11 upon minus 4. So that will be minus 3 upon 4 divided by 55 upon 36 minus में. So this will be minus 3 upon 4 into minus 36 upon 55. So this will be 9s are. So it is minus into minus is plus, so it is 27 upon 55. We now take the RHS, it is minus 3 upon 5 into 9 upon 5 because there was a division here, so multiplication divided by minus 4 upon 11. So this gives me minus 18 upon 25 into, this will be reciprocal, 11 upon minus 4. This cancels to 9, minus minus gets cancelled, so and this will be 2. So this gives me as 99 upon 50. So this is LHS is not equal to RHS. LHS not equal to RHS, hence the answer is false. Did you understand this? You are just trying to see whether this kind of the distributive property is or associative property is going to be used in case of a division or not. So you can see that the answer to this is false. That is question number second is false. Okay. Now we see this question number . Okay, next is third sum. 13 upon 14 divided by minus 5 upon 7 is not equal to minus 7 upon 5 divided by 13 upon 14. So again the same thing, LHS we can take it as 13 upon 14 into 7 upon minus 5. This 2's are, so this gives me 13 upon minus 10. Whereas RHS over here will be minus 5 upon 7 into 14 upon 13. Again it's 2, so it will be minus 10 upon 13. So you can see that LHS is not equal to RHS, which is already given to you over here. Hence we say that it is true. Okay. So you can also see one more important thing over here, that the commutative property that is a plus b is equals to b plus a जैसे होता है in addition or in multiplication, in division it does not take place. A divided by b will be not equal to b divided by a. This is what is being learned over here. Next we see is question 4. That's minus 7 divided by 4 upon 5 divided by minus 9 upon 10 is not equal to minus 7 divided by 4 upon 5 divided by minus 9 upon 10. So we are trying to see whether this kind of associative property is there or not. So we have LHS over here as minus 7 into 5 upon 4 divided by 9 upon 10. This gives me minus 35 upon 4 into 10 upon 9. No cancellations again possible except for this. So this gives me 5 5s are 25 and 5 15 16 17. So 175 minus में upon 18. Now we take the RHS. The RHS is minus 7 divided by 4 upon 5 into 10 upon minus 9. So that again you do not have in, this is a cancellation possible. So minus 7 divided by, this is 8 upon minus 9. So minus 7 into minus 9 upon 8, which is nothing but minus 9 plus 63 upon 8. You can see LHS not equal to RHS, hence this is true because you were already given that it was not equal to. So this is the sign for not equal to, which is already there. So that's why we have this and as not equal to. Now we have two more questions in this exercise, question number 3 and question number 4. Okay, question number 3 we have over here as the product of two rational numbers is minus 11 upon 12. If one of them is 2 4 upon 9, find the number. So let other number be x. Therefore, it is given that 2 4 upon 9 into x is equals to minus 11 upon 12. Right, because they are giving you that product of the two numbers. See, it is the product of two rational numbers is this much. So these are the two numbers. Now what you are going to do is, now 18 plus 4 is 22 upon 9 into x is equals to minus 11 upon 12. Now this goes on this side, the multiplication becomes division. So x is equals to minus 11 upon 12 divided by 22 upon 9, that makes it minus 11 upon 12 into 9 upon 22. You may skip this step if you already understand that 9 goes here and 22 goes here. Okay, you may skip this test. This step can be cancelled, because if you understand it this way, that the denominator becomes the numerator here and numerator becomes denominator over here. So I can cancel this thing further, that 3 3s are and 3 4s are. So that will give you minus 33 upon, this also 1s are and this 2s are. So it will be minus 3 upon 8 as the final answer. Okay, so the answer is minus 3 upon 8. That was question number 3 of this exercise 1.4. Next we see is question number 4. Question 4 is, by what rational number should minus 7 upon be multiplied to get the product as 5.4? So it is, let number be x. We have got x into minus 7 upon 12 is equals to 5 upon 14. So we get over here x is equals to 5 upon 14 into 12 upon minus 7. We can cancel this to 6 and this is to 7. So it is nothing but 35 upon minus 49. Now, sorry, 30 upon minus 49. I cannot cancel further. So that's the answer, minus 30 upon 49. That's the answer for the number to be multiplied will be minus 30 upon 49. So that was what was given in your worksheets to be done for the rational numbers. So in case you have any doubts, you can ask me on our group. Thank you.